Hi everyone, how's it going today? Welcome back to another lesson looking at our 5 minor pentatonic scale shapes. In today's lesson we're up to pattern number 5, which is the 5th and final pattern of our minor pentatonic scale shapes. In today's lesson we're going to be starting off up at this end of the fretboard as opposed to that end, purely to give us some more room with which to work with our licks and our hands because we're playing acoustic guitars here. So without further ado, here is pattern 5 in A minor pentatonic. Okay then, so we're going to be starting up here on a G note on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So here is the pattern, 3 to 5 on string 6 using 1st and 3rd fingers. Repeat that on string 5. Now you're going to shift, so your 1st finger is on the 2nd fret of the 4th string to pinky finger on the 5th fret 4th string. Repeat that on the 3rd string. Shift your 1st finger again so that you're going to play 3rd fret to 5th fret on strings 2 using 1st and 3rd fingers. And then repeat that on string 1. Our root notes here, again our A notes, are going to be the 5th frets on the 6th and 1st strings. And also our A note here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Now pattern 5 isn't very friendly for licks, and generally how I end up using sort of pattern 5 is using it as a major pentatonic scale shape sliding back from the minor. But we'll do our best here to include some 6 licks in pattern 5 minor pentatonic. So let's get going with lick 1. Lick number 1 in pattern 5. Okay, so for this lick, a little chordal fill really that I use this one for. We're going to be barring across the 3rd fret of strings 1 and 2, striking that as a double stop, as you hammer your 3rd finger down onto the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and then letting go, playing the double stop again at the 3rd fret. So what we get is this. Again. Now from here, put your 3rd finger onto the 5th fret of the 3rd string, pick, slide to 7, and now skip over the 2nd string and grab the 1st string 5th fret. So slowly. Again. Okay, so there's lick number 1. Let's take a look at lick number 2. Here's lick number 2 in pattern 5. Again. Okay, let's take a look at this one then. We're going to be starting on the 2nd fret, which is the A note on the 3rd string. 4th fret, 4th string. Hit the 2nd fret on the 3rd string twice. Now slide 4th fret, 3rd string up to 6. Do that with your 2nd finger so you get into position for the next portion. Then we're going to play 5, 7, 5 on the 2nd string. And then 5 twice on the 1st string. Nice sort of bouncy, shuffly sort of blues lick. Slowly. Slowly again. So there's lick number 2. Let's take a look at lick number 3. Here's lick number 3. Again. Sort of very much of a bassy type lick here. We're sliding into the 5th fret on the 6th string. Grabbing the 3rd fret on the 5th. Back to 5th fret on the 6th. Back to 3rd fret on the 5th, but with a slight bend. Now we're going to land on the root note, 5th fret, 6th string. So slowly. Again. So there's lick number 3. Let's take a look at lick number 4. Here's lick number 4. Again. Okay, again, sort of a bit of a country sort of feel here, as I'm using an interval known as the sixths. Sixths very much in my mind, blues and sort of country mixed in. So what I'm doing here is I'm sliding into the 3rd string, 5th fret. Then I'm going to put my third finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, and then I'm going to alternate between 3rd string and 1st string. Now if you want, you can do this with your pick to strike both strings, or the way I'm doing it here is I'm picking the 3rd string and then I'm using my 2nd finger to pluck or claw at the 1st string, which is a technique I often use for these type of things called hybrid picking, where you pick and pluck. If you're a little bit new to that, it can be a little bit awkward, so it can be a good pick workout as well for alternate picking and string skipping. Either way, it doesn't really matter how you hit this, as long as you get these notes. So slide into that 5th fret, and then we're going to alternate 3 times between the two. Hit the G string one more time at the 5th fret there when you end it, as then you grab the 3rd fret on the 1st, bend up a little bit before landing on the root note at the 5th. So slowly. Really do like these 6th type licks. They do offer a real great sound with the intervals. Okay, let's look at lick number 5. Okay, so here's the penultimate lick for pattern number 5. One more time. Okay, so this is a great little lick just using 2 strings. We're going to be sliding into the 5th fret on the 2nd string, grabbing 3rd fret on the 1st, 5th fret on the 2nd, 3rd fret on the 1st with a slight bend. Now we're going to do a little rolling thing on the 5th fret of the 2nd and 1st strings. So I'm flattening my 3rd finger across the 5th fret here of strings 1 and 2, and I'm going to pick 2nd string, 1st string, back to 2nd string. Now we grab the 3rd fret on the 1st for a slight bend again, before landing on the root note of the 5th fret, 1st string. So nice and slowly. One more time. Again, mix it up, mix and match, have fun with it. Let's take a look at the very last lick for this series, and that's lick number 6. Okay, here's our final lick, lick number 6, similar to the last one on the same 2 strings. Here is lick number 6. Here is again. Okay, so for this lick, we're bending up the 5th fret on the 2nd string, grabbing 3 to 5 on the 1st. Now we're going to play a little sort of hammer on and pull off from 3 to 5 back to 3 on the 1st string. Grab the 5th fret on the 2nd, bend the 3rd fret up slightly on the 1st, now land on the 5th fret of the 1st being our root note. So nice and slowly. One more time. Okay, so there is our 6th lick. Okay, I've presented now 5 different patterns and I think 34 licks in total for you to get started on your minor pentatonic improvisation. I hope you found this useful. Enjoy, keep strumming, keep picking, but more importantly, keep having fun with this wonderful instrument and this wonderful hobby. Enjoy, all the best, see you again.